checking my own channel. We were live 9 hours ago, boys. I'll have to keep an eye on this. Alright. Currently, Streamlabs is thanking Claudism for following Geekade. Claudism should be following us. We're the best. Fucking best. Sorry. I'm calm now. I think our boy might be live. Let's give it a second or two. Ryan 223444. Thank you so much for following. We're about to drag you into another thing here right now. Yep, yes, it is working. Let's go ahead and do us a raid, boys. Let me get this shit on here. And we're doing the Macho Man?
Woo! What's up, everybody? Welcome to Stream Your Own Adventure. I'm your host, Matt, and it's awesome to have you guys here. So for you guys coming over from the Vest Lord, I want to thank you. Vest Lord, cranking out the curse words and stuff. I'm going to do my best not to be as crass or vulgar. I don't know who my audience is right now. There might be kids. So I'm going to apologize in advance if I drop some S's and F's. I'm going to do my best to make them just S's and F's. How's everybody doing on this lovely first Sunday of May? How is your, oh, dare I say it, how is your quarantine going? Mine's pretty decent. Can't really complain. Cheers, everybody. It's beer o'clock and I'm not buying, so. Yeah, so welcome to the inaugural episode of Stream Your Own Adventure. If you're unfamiliar, well, let's get a little familiar. Yeah, Vestlord, that's a big beer because I'm a big boy. Nick and Claudia in the house. Nick and Claudia, what is going on, guys? I effing love you. I hope everything's great in the fair state of Astoria. Checking in. Got some devil horns from Weepling. I dig it. Devil horns it is. Stream Your Own Adventure. What's going to happen here? I don't know. For about the next hour or so, I'm going to read this book, which is totally blown out because I lack the proper equipment. The Cave of Time. Cave of Time is the first book in a series of books put out by Bantam. I just had a giant brain fart. It's the first book in a series of books put out by Bantam, known as Choose Your Own Adventure. A lot of us have grown up on the concept and the idea of Choose Your Own Adventure. It's infiltrated probably a great number of facets of our geek lives, from books to tabletop RPGs to video games, movies. Most recently, Bandersnatch from Black Mirror. They're actually getting sued, by the way. Netflix is getting sued by the parent company, ChooseCo, which is awesome. Found that while looking for the books. Anyway, just real quick. Yes, Legacy, this is in fact working. Ice King 79, what's up, dude? How you doing? Love you, bro. Big ups to my neighbors around the corner. Just some real quick history because I did a little research and I felt like I should share it with you guys. Just first published in 1979, The Cave of Time is the first book in a series of 184 books. It was an intent by Bantam Books to target young audiences, in this case, young children. That sounds creepy. I'm gonna keep moving. To this day, over 250 million copies have been sold of the series. It's been translated into over 30 languages. I think at last checked it was like 40 something or other. Over the course of the series, it's had 30 different authors. And that's just the classic series. That's the first run of 184 books, which I'm going to be reading from. Um, and the last book to be published by Bantam under the Random House name was actually released in 1998, so not that long ago. The Choose Your Own Adventure series has been staying strong. Um, yeah, that's about it. Let's let's get some more what's ups out of the way, and then we'll just jump right in. Let's see who else is checking in. Oh, that's Alia. All right. Yes, Nick, I did say big ups because that's what I do. Stuff Y, what's going on, man? I love you. You used to read them long ago. I'm about to read them right now. Everyone, clinky, clinky, drinky, drinky. Alcoholic libations provided by Gun Hill Brewery. If you're in the Bronx, you got to go to Gun Hill, man. Some great stuff. All right. Let's see what's going on here. A lot of things going on. Go easy, guys. This is my first time. Hee hee. I just lost my chat. That's awesome. How's everybody doing? How's your quarantine going? Jason Noel, what's up, brother? It's been a long time. How are you? All right, let's see. I'm gonna do a quick test here. So what we're gonna do for anyone who's new, um, this isn't working. All right, still not working. That's great. Cool. Dean, I need your help. Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope. All right, well, that's a thing. That's not what I wanted to do. Yup. I'm just totally breaking stuff. So what I want to do here, I'll just chit chat while we're doing it. Poll's not working. Open up the setup menu. I don't see no setup menu. You're a liar, filthy liar. Well, while I try and figure that out, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to read from this here book, and as we get to a fork in the road, as we're wanting to, I'm going to ask you guys, the audience, to choose the next direction. And then we're going to keep progressing until we either hit an ending or we die. Just for the hell of it, I figured if we died, I would do a shot of something. But when we reach an ending, we'll start all over again. We got about an hour. Let's just run through this book. It's pretty thin. It's like 116 pages. Let's see. We're gonna try a poll real quick. Nah, dude. Yeah, no. I don't know why it's not just read it cover to cover. I would love to, except for the part where it won't make any freaking sense. So yeah, there's the poll. And apparently people believe I'm a liar. That's cool. Thanks, guys. So the point is to die many times so you do major shots. Hey man, like, if you could get me to my death, so be it. Cool. 100% of the chat thinks I'm a liar. What else is new? All right. But the problem is I can't get it to work. Challenge accepted. Thanks, guys. Yeah, Dean, for some reason I can't get it to work. Yeah, no. All right, I'm going to try it one more time. Sorry, guys. All right. Well, looks like that's how it's going to be, Dean. Sorry. Hey, look, it's my first time streaming. Leave me the F alone. Well, let's just jump right into it. Cave of Time by Edward Packard, book 1 in a series of 148 books. I hope you guys stick with me, and I hope I stick with it and get through all 148. First page, warning. Guys, big warning. Stuff Y. Look, this is directly at you. Do not read this book straight from beginning to the end! Exclamation point. These pages contain many different adventures you can go on in the Cave of Time. Woo! From time to time, as you read along, you will be asked to make a choice. Not me, you. You're going to be asked to make a choice. Your choice may lead to successor. I just made up a word. That's awesome. Successor. Clip that. It may lead to success or disaster! Exclamation point. The adventures you take are the result of your choice. You are responsible because you choose. It's italicized. That's why I'm emphasizing it. Ooh. So I tape my microphone to my shirt. It's got my chest hair. That's sexy. After you make your choice, follow the instructions to see what happens next. I'll do that part. Don't worry, I'll do the heavy lifting. Remember, you cannot go back. Think carefully before you make a move. One mistake could be your last... ... Or may lead you to fame and fortune! Exclamation point. But it's the cave, Dean. The cave. See? The cave. Cave. The power of bookmarks. Oh, I already hate all of you. Here we go. You've hiked through Snake Cavern once before while visiting your Uncle Howard at Red Creek Ranch, but you never noticed any cave entrance. It looks as though a recent rock slide has uncovered it. Though the late afternoon sun is striking the opening of the cave, the interior remains totally dark. You step inside a few feet, trying to get an idea how big it is. Guys, this is for young kids, okay? Dirty minds. As your eyes become used to the dark, you see what looks like a tunnel ahead, dimly lit by some kind of phosphorescent material on its walls. Phosphorescent, that's a big word for like an 8-year-old. The tunnel walls are smooth, as if they were shaped by running water. After 20 feet or so, the tunnel curves. You wonder where it leads. You venture in a bit further, but you feel nervous being alone in such a strange place. You turn and hurry out. A thunderstorm may be coming, judging by how dark it looks outside. Suddenly you realize the sun has long since set, and the landscape is only lit by the pale light of the moon. Excuse me, the full moon. You must have fallen asleep and woken up hours later. But then you remember something even more strange. Just last evening, the moon was only a slim crescent in the sky. You wonder how long you've been in the cave. You are not hungry. I'm always hungry. You don't feel you have been sleeping. I'm always sleeping. You wonder whether to try to walk back home by moonlight or whether to wait for dawn, rather than risk losing your footing on a steep and rocky trail. Here we go, guys. This is your part. Even the jumbo jet looks big, small landing in the Grand Canyon, right, Legacy? Here's your first choice. Are we going to start back home, or are we going to decide to wait? Let's see if I can make this work. No. I don't know where the hell the setup menu is. What did I just do? Broke everything. I'm just going to drink, because that's what I do. Yeah, this is terrible. I don't want this. I've broken everything, guys. This is why we can't have nice things. This is why I can't have nice things. This is why I shouldn't drink and have nice things. All right, guys. So just so you know, the polls have approximately a minute timer on it. So you got about a minute to choose. All right, home. Looks like we're gonna go home in the middle of the dark. Probably slip, break our ankles, and Matt takes a shot. I don't know. I don't know where this is gonna go. Minute to win it indeed. Mr. Gintastic, brother, you know this is why we can't have nice things. You already know this is why we can't have nice things. All right, fellas and ladies, because I know Mama Klaus is here. We're going home. Turn to page 4. Thank God that was the next page. All right, let's see what happens. As you start walking back toward the ranch, you notice the trail seems very different than you remember it, though of course moonlight can play tricks on your eyes. But you suddenly realize you're not walking on the trail at all, but on what seems to be a dried up riverbed. You hurry back to the cave entrance. You look around. That's weird wording. You look around you and realize the whole landscape has changed. While you were in the cave, torrents of water have washed out the trail, yet there is not so much as a puddle left. You shiver. It is cold, much colder than it should be this time of year. You take a jacket out of your backpack and put it on, but you're still freezing. Why didn't they say we had a backpack to begin with? Convenient. At least the world about you seems brighter. It's getting light in the east. The sun will soon be up. You look at your watch. It has run down, though you wound it only a few hours ago. Nothing seems to make sense anymore. Damn right. You know you should get back to the ranch as quickly as possible, yet somehow you feel the only way to change things back to the way they were is to re-enter the cave. Now, do we head towards the ranch or do we go back to the cave? Do we head to the ranch or go back to the cave? My backpack would be full of notebooks and pens because I'm a weirdo who thinks I will need a notebook and pens. I carry around so much junk in my book bag. If you ever see me carrying a book bag, ask me to open up my book bag. You will find I have a folder full of papers that have nothing to do with nothing, a notebook that I may or may not actually be using, and literally about 15 pens. I'm not even kidding you. Actually, I have several notebooks. I like to tell myself that I'm going to write ideas down, and I don't. I use my phone. Uh, Ranch dressing always, huh? All right, let's see. Oh, ranch dressing because we're going to the ranch now. Oh man. Hi, this is my first day. Vanessa, what's up? I see you, buddy. I see you there. I like it. Well, Jin, you'd have a combat knife because you're just that guy. Poll ended. Going to the ranch. Let's see. Page 8, huh? This is fun. Oh, there's a nice, cute drawing, too. Let's take a look at that. Look at that. Look at that. I can't tell. Nice, cute drawing there. All right. As it gets lighter, you realize you can't be on the right track. The canyon seems shallower than it was. The riverbed is strewn with boulders that were never there before. The cold wind chills you to the bone. Yet, it's the middle of summer. As you climb to higher ground to get a better view, you notice patches of snow. From the top of the ridge, you survey a barren plain. Again, barren. I feel like that's a big word for a young child. I don't know. It's a big word for me. Frozen lakes, and, in the distance, a massive range of snow-covered mountains. You begin to realize you are not merely lost, you are lost in time. And you have somehow been transported to the Ice Age that occurred many thousands of years ago. Many thousands of years ago, okay. You walk toward, like, can't get over that. You walk toward one of the cliffs that borders the canyon, seeking shelter from the wind, and notice an entrance to another cave. You are tempted to go inside, but you feel you should keep moving in hopes of somehow reaching familiar country. What are we doing, guys? Are we entering that cave, or are we going to continue on? I'm going to drink. Dude, if there's a saber-tooth tiger in this, I'm drinking. Go for Nick Angelo. Love you, brother. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate you. I want to give quick shouts. If you guys are willing, both Nick and Claudia, they do a trivia show during the quarantine. All kinds of trivia all the time. They make really funny commercials too. So if you guys are willing to reach out to them on Facebook, if you guys are willing to drop your names or what have you, feel free to do it in the comment sections below. I think it's really great that there's a lot of people, being artsy and doing stuff, because we all can't get out, and it kind of sucks. Man, this vodka's crazy. Oh yeah, yeah. Nick got kicked off of Facebook. Funny story. I said something Facebook deemed as hate speech, and I got a warning, and that was fun because it makes no sense to me. I don't know. Whatever. This light is this light's a thing. Let's see. Every Tuesday night, 8 p.m. I believe they do some great trivia on Facebook Live. They wear costumes and stuff. All right, polls in. Looks like we're continuing on. You guys really want me to die, don't you? Page 18. Whoa, buddy. Look at that artwork. So Jin was close. No, Vestlord was close with the Sabretooth. You continue on, following a trail leading up a steep incline. You hear you hear loud trumpeting sounds from a nearby ravine. The sounds of a large animal. It can only be Dizzy Gillespie. Sorry. Anyway, you climb over some rocks and find yourself looking down on one of the largest land mammals that ever lived, the woolly mammoth. Don't forget, these are moderately educational too. Huge as this creature is, its size is exaggerated even more by the thick coat of wool. Education. You are cold, desperate, and tired. From your rock ledge, only a few feet above the mammoth, where is this going? You could drop down on its back, burrow into its warm wool, and ride it where it takes you! Exclamation point. What? Oh god, this is fantastic. Alright guys, what are we doing? Are we gonna jump on the woolly mammoth, or are we gonna continue on foot? Oh man, this is just a surprise to me as it is to you. Caulk the Wagon. That's a different book, buddy. Kill It in My Name. Jin, if I could, I would, but I can't. I think this answer is obvious. Well, let's see. Oh my god. Yeah, I can't imagine that they'd let, I don't know, what appears to be a young boy in a green sweater and bell bottoms, um, you know, try and slit the throat of a woolly mammoth. That's a different book series altogether. What are we naming what, Jin? I missed it. Because I'm busy reading a book, because that's what you're here for. Oh, now we're naming it. Okay. We're naming it. 20 people viewing, 7 people voting. It's just like American politics. All right. Why y'all want to cut someone? I mean, I'm from the Bronx. It's what we do, right? Okay, page 29. Oh, another great piece of art, guys. Another great piece of art. Look at that. Look at that. As you land, the mammoth shudders. Why is everybody shuddering? What's that about? Oh, man, didn't they own it? Didn't Edward Packard own a thesaurus? The mammoth shudders like a horse shaking off flies. It begins lumbering along up the valley, apparently unaware you are still clinging to its woolly back, keeping warm and enjoying the ride. The mammoth reaches high ground, nibbles at some. Oh, nibbles at. I can't even read the word nibbles. Nibbles some bark and then walks on. Perhaps it will carry you near some cavemen who will give you food and shelter. Suddenly, the mammoth stops and turns its head, listening for something. You look up and you see human figures approaching from two sides. They are carrying spears and clubs. That's just all right. The mammoth begins to run. You hold on tight. The hunters follow, screaming and yelling. You can't see where the mammoth is heading, but you're afraid the hunters may drive it off a cliff. That's exactly what I thought. This might be it, guys. Yet, if you jump off while it's running, you could be badly hurt. So what is it, guys? We jump into the ground or we hanging on? Oh, so what do we the original Uber. Thanks. Jason, having trouble finding the poll. Let's see. Thanks, Nick. Love you, buddy. So the poll appears at the top of the chat, if I'm not mistaken, Jason. So all you guys who are watching and unable to vote, take a look at the top of the chat and it should pop there. And I think you just click onto it and you should be able to vote towards my death or adventure. Vote towards my adventure. God, this light sucks. Who did this lighting? Dave? Nah. Oh, you're on your phone. Okay. Come on, guys. Dead heat. We got a couple seconds left. 50-50. Don't make me choose. I'm going to take the safe route. Jump off of Todd. Yeah, guys, help each other out. We're all friends here. I love it. Let's be friends. Well, looks like I'm jumping off of the aptly named Todd. Todd! Todd! What happened to Eddie? Where's Eddie? Used to be around here, now he's not. All right, jump to the ground. Page 52. This is going swimmingly. Wow, it's already 9:30. That's crazy. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen. You work your way down to the mammoth's rump and slide down, landing hard on the icy ground where you lie, aching and bruised, while the mammoth lumbers off. Sorry, while the mammoth lumbers on. Suddenly, it disappears, driven off the cliff. The hunters are shouting and cheering. Some of them come up to you. They are short and muscular, their jaws jut out, and they have bright, squinting eyes. How's that possible if their eyes are squinting? Their black hair hangs down to their shoulders. They are dressed in animal skins. What are they, like a death metal band or something? You look up helplessly, excuse me, wondering what they will do to you. But in an instant, you can see they will not hurt you. They help you up and carry you back to their cave and feed you steaming broth. It tastes awful, but it makes you feel much better. You soon learn that the cave people will accept you as one of them because you have, without realizing it, performed the sacred rite of their culture by riding bravely on the back of a mammoth. Life is harsh and simple with the cave people, and sometimes you long for your family, your friends, and your own time again. Yet, your new life is exciting and as happy as you could wish for. The end. Cool. Great, guys. We got stuck in the Ice Age. Way to go. So, the only way I die is of old age. I don't buy it. So, to the top. By the way, I want to thank Tyler Beard for buying this book and then eventually probably letting it sit around for years and years and years, allowing me to buy it off of eBay. Thank you, Tyler Beard, wherever you are. Illinois, actually. All right. Pour one out for our adventurer who met their end. Nah, dude. I didn't die. Comfort is death. Wow. They're cannibals during the winter. Jeez, you guys are the worst. No taking shots here. I didn't die. The only way I die is of old age. I'm not going to read page 1. I'm going to read page 2, though. Here we go again. Let's make better choices this time, guys. Right? Oh, Facebook him. I should Facebook him, right? Tyler Beard. Beard in Illinois. Vestlord, don't make me, dude. We all die. You happy now? I said it. We all die. While you've hiked through Snake Canyon once before while visiting your Uncle Howard at Red Creek Ranch, but you never noticed any cave entrance. It looks as though a recent rock slide has uncovered it. I'm going to barrel through this. Though the late afternoon sun is striking, opening the cave, the interior remains in total darkness. You step inside a few feet, trying to get an idea how big it is. Still funny. As your eyes become used to the dark, you see what looks like a tunnel ahead, dimly lit by some kind of phosphorescent material on the walls. Again, really big word for young kids. The tunnel walls are smooth as if they were shaped by running water. After 20 feet or so, the tunnels curve. Excuse me, singular, the tunnel curves. You wonder where it leads. You venture in a bit further, but you feel nervous being alone in such a strange place. You turn and hurry out. A thunderstorm may be coming, judging by how dark it looks outside. Suddenly you realize the sun has long since set and the landscape is lit only by the pale light of the full moon. You must have fallen asleep and woken up hours later, but then you remember something even more strange. Just last evening, the moon was only a slim crescent in the sky. You wonder how long you've been in the cave. You're not hungry. You don't feel like you've been sleeping. You wonder whether you. You whether. Try again. You wonder whether you try to walk back home by moonlight or wait for dawn rather than risk losing your footing on a steep and rocky trail. So what are we doing, guys? We going home or we going to wait? Ooh. Ow. Oof. That hurt. That sucked. Oh. Going home or we going to wait? Last time we went home. Just saying. I am going to have to use the bathroom like a racehorse. Let's see what's going on here. Tyler Beard. Yeah, that's actually what I envision him looking like. Just some guy uh, with a beard. Kind of self-fulfilling prophecy. Closing on the last couple seconds. We're going to go home or we're going to wait? You can't see the color of this. This is a beautiful red color. Oh my God, it's gorgeous. All right, guys, we're going home again. I cling to Todd in my heart. Well, it's your heart, honey. You could do whatever you like. As you start walking back toward the ranch, you notice the trail seems very different than you remember it. Though, of course, moonlight can play tricks on your eyes, but you suddenly realize you are not walking on the trail at all. It's almost like deja vu, but on what seems to be a dried up riverbed. You hurry back to the cave entrance. You look around you. What's that thing again? You look around you and you realize the whole landscape has changed. While you were in the cave, torrents of water have washed out the trail, yet there's not so much as a puddle left. You shiver. It is cold, much colder than it should be this time of year. You take the jacket out of your backpack and you put it on, but you are still freezing. Maybe use all those pens you got, knucklehead. At least the world about you seems brighter. It's getting light in the east, and the sun will soon be up. You look at your watch. It has run down, though you wound it only a few hours ago. Nothing seems to make sense anymore. Yeah, you know you should get back to the ranch as quickly as possible, yet somehow you feel the only way to change things back to the way they were is to re-enter the cave. What do you want to do, guys? Do you want to go to the ranch like we did before? Or do you want to go back into the cave that we didn't do before? Make a pot pie? How? How are we going to make pot pies? Make a pot pie. There we go. Am I the only one drinking tonight? Excuse me. Am I the only one imbibing tonight? And yet still people want to go to the ranch. Cave. No, it'd be cave. Don't you mean the cavern, Dean? You want to go to the cavern? Get pot and make pie. It's so hard. Nick, I love your logic. Cavern. Got this IPA. I got this sour IPA. Cheers to you, brother. 4 beers. Well, you were streaming. And here we are. We're going back to the cave, ladies and gents. Page 10. All right. This is a short one. So listen up. You walk into the interior of the strange cavern, then wait while your eyes become accustomed to the dim, amber light. Gradually, you can make out the 2 tunnels. One curves downward to the right, and the other leads upward to the left. It occurs to you that the one leading down may go to the past, and the one leading up may go to the future. Uh-oh. We got 3 choices, y'all. Dean, get ready. 3 choices. If you take the tunnel leading left and up, that's A. If you take the tunnel leading right and down, that's B. And if you walk outside the cave again, that's C. Choices are left and up, right and down, go back outside the cave. Yeah, knocked your socks off, Matt. Sorry about that. I didn't write the book, but there's 3 choices. What are you gonna do? Yeah, it's 3 choices. It's 3 too many. Oh, man. This game is hard, right? This is for kids. 3 choices? I have a tough time with 1 choice. If I rage quit, just fling the book. F this, I'm out. We could always dance. Could always dance. I'm not going to dance. No, I'm not dancing. Ezra, what's going on, dude? Where are we at here? All right, we're going down and to the right. Down and to the right. Down and to the right. Let's read here. Where's the right? Page 61. Oh, mamma mia. Oh, it's another short one. Man, why couldn't you guys page? All right. You follow the tunnel downward a short distance. Suddenly, you are sliding. Okay. Your head strikes something, and you are knocked unconscious. Oh. Uh-oh. I'm just gonna get this ready. When you wake up, sorry guys. When you wake up, you find yourself by a small lake bordered by woods. A boy about 12 years old is fishing nearby, but there is no one else in sight. You go up and introduce yourself, hoping you can find out what year it is without sounding crazy. Fortunately, the boy is friendly and good-natured. He tells you his name is Nick Tyler. Nick Tyler. Nick's in the chat. Tyler Beard gave me the book. And that he lives on Birch Street. He works in his father's business making candles and soap. The best in the colonies, he says. Educational. Remember that. Educational. Now, here's our choices. If you tell him you come from the future, that's 1. You can tell him we come from the future. Or you can make up a believable story. So you can tell him the truth or you can lie to him. What are we doing, guys? Tell him the truth or are we lying to him? Doc and Marty, F that. Give me Rick and Morty. Put a bet on the Cubbies. I think we got a few years. Kill the boy. Wow. Ruthless. Ruthless. I don't trust him. I mean, he makes candles in the colonies. Like, I don't know. There's a playing with your own wick joke in there. I'll leave to you guys. So we're gonna lie to him. Let's see, boring or fun? I don't know which one's which. Someone's gonna have to explain which one's boring and which one's fun. Thanks, Dean, for making up your own polls. He's gonna grow up to be mayor. Lies and fries. Samantha Davis, how the hell are you? Long time, first time. Samantha, Vanessa's here. Say hi to her. Lying is fun. All right, well, I got nothing to say to that. Oh, lying is fun. Sorry. Sorry, it's my first night. All right, well, looks like we're going to lie to the kid. Page 106. Ooh, it's like right at the end of the book. All right, look at that. Look at that. Look at how little that book's left right there. You do your best to make up a story about how you ran away from home, but Nick sees that you are not telling him the truth. Lying doesn't pay. Educational. While you're talking, he packs up his fishing gear, says goodbye, and walks off. He's like, yo, F this dude. Once he is out of sight, you start down the road, and after a mile or so, you reach a settled area. While you were standing near a church, wondering what to do next, a constable approaches and asks you where you're from. This time, you try to explain what really happened. After listening a while, he arrests you. He arrests you for disorderly conduct and locks you up in the local jail. Man, telling the truth doesn't pay either. Later in the day, this is great. Later in the day, a big, stupid-looking guard comes to bring you a ration of soup and bread. Now, why he gotta be stupid? Don't judge a book by its cover. He is fascinated by your strange clothes. Again, nobody ever thought to ask that question before? And by the rumors he has heard about you. After opening the door to your cell, he hands you your food and stands back and looks at you curiously. They say you're in league with the devil, he says. Is that so? I don't know why he's English. He's English now. If you try to run past the guard and escape, that's one option. Or you tell him you're innocent. I'm pretty sure I know where this is going. Are we going to run past him, or are we going to claim our innocence? Totes English. Thanks. Thanks, Vest. Appreciate you. They railroaded me? Yeah, probably. Oh. Well, I'll allow it. Claudia, watch your tongue. But how do we know that Todd ended up in hell? I think that he was a good mammoth, and I think he did good things. And I guess I can only assume that he ended up in heaven. Or he's an atheist and he's just in someone's car. As fuel. That got dark. I don't apologize. Yeah. Wow. Only one of you wants to claim innocence, and I wonder who that is. Became a celestial being? Very possible. And bottled Tito's. By the way, vodka's nasty. And if you drink vodka, that's just weird. I prefer brown liquor, but this is all I had. What are you gonna do? All right, ladies and gents. Looks like we're making a break for it. Page 111. Ooh, it's like the last pages of the book. That was a cool drawing. That you're never gonna see. Well. The guard is too startled, and maybe even too afraid, to stop you as you dart past him and out of the jailhouse. You run down the street as fast as you can. As you stop to catch your breath, a thin, bearded man driving a coach pulls up next to you. You seem to be in some trouble, he calls out. Can I be of help? I don't know what accent that is. Too tired to make up any story, you begin to tell him everything that has happened to you. He is very excited by your story and invites you to a nearby tavern, where you have your first good meal since you left Red Creek Ranch. Your host hardly eats anything. He looks pale and seems to have bad cough. Now I'm going to stop right here for a second. Why is this thin guy with a cough just inviting a young child to a tavern? Anyone? Nothing? No? Chat? Tavern in the cavern. Well, we got the tavern from the cavern. Stranger danger, there it is. I mean, Claudia, watch it. Your logic is too logical. Anyway, back to the tavern. When you finished recounting your tale, he says, "It is strange that we have met. I have tuberculosis, and no doctor in Boston can help me. My only hope is to reach the future time." All right, hang on a second. This is a little too much too soon. Okay, tuberculosis. First of all, I think I think it's my only hope too, you say. If we help each other, I think we can find our way back to your time, my new time, he replies. The two of you shake hands on it and set out on your quest the next day at sunrise. Come on, aren't we learning things from Corona? Together, you are successful in finding your way to the present time. Your friend from the past is cured with the help of modern medicines, and later becomes a history teacher who is known throughout the country for his amazing knowledge of life in colonial America. The end. Ha ha! Didn't die again, but I think Claudia's picking up on what's going on here. Well, Samantha, I didn't read, period. I didn't know how to. I only went to Catholic school. But yes, this is what we were reading as kids, apparently. These weird, nonsensical books. Who wants to go one more time? Through the cave of time. All right, fine. This is for you guys. So you're hanging in there. And I'm a good sport. Here's to you. Here's to episode 1. And to Todd. Oh, God, that is like rubbing alcohol. Yes, 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 Miss Davis. This is exactly why we are the way we are. Rest in peace, Todd. All right. We got time maybe for one more. Or, you can reboot starting his life. Yeah. All right. Barrel through these first pages. Ready? Here we go. You've hiked through State Canyon once before when you visited your Uncle Howard at the Red Creek Ranch, but you've never noticed any cave entrance. It looks as though a recent rock slide has uncovered it. Though the late afternoon sun is striking the opening of the cave, the interior remains in total darkness. You step inside a few feet, trying to get an idea of how big it is. That's what she said. As your eyes become used to the dark, you see what looks like a tunnel ahead, dimly lit by some kind of phosphorescent material on the walls. Phosphorescent, that's a big word for a child. The tunnel walls are smooth, as if they were shaped by running water. After 20 feet or so, the tunnel curves. Excuse me. You wonder where it leads. You venture in a bit further, but you feel nervous, being alone in such a strange place. You turn and hurry out. It's great how my inflections change the tone of the story. A thunderstorm may be coming, judging by how dark it is outside. Suddenly you realize how the sun has long since set and the landscape is lit only by the pale light of the full moon. You must have fallen asleep and woken up hours later, but then you remember something even more strange. Just last evening, the moon was only a slim crescent in the sky. Who looks up at the sky anymore? That's weird. When you wonder how long you've been in the cave, you are not hungry, you don't feel if you've been sleeping. You wonder whether to try and walk back home by moonlight or whether to wait for dawn rather than risk losing your footing on the steep and rocky trail. What do we do, guys? Are we going home or are we going to wait? We keep trying to go home, but maybe we should wait. Keep going home, but maybe we should wait. Wait and then turn left. Oh, we're going to go into the future? We're trying to go into the future, huh, guys? I've been to the future. It's not that great. It isn't. Let's see. We gotta wait. We gotta wait. A lot of people are saying. A lot of people. 2 people say wait. 1 person says home. Polls up. That's what she said. That was the lowest hanging fruit. I'm sorry, guys. I am sweating. I am. You can't see this, but I am sweating. If Todd eats us, we win. Todd eats us, we win. Are mammoths carnivores? I don't think they are. I think they could spear the crap out of us, like a shish kebab or something. All right, we're waiting. We're gonna wait. Page 5. What a nifty little drawing. Oh yeah, wait, I never showed you guys the drawing of the actual cave. I'm sorry. This is the drawing of the cave that we keep slipping into. And slipping into. Okay, you wait until morning, but as the rosy wisps of dawn begin to light the eastern sky, a chill and foreboding wind begins to blow. That was so quick, man. The cave is thick, bro. If you seek shelter, that's 1. Should we seek shelter in the cave? Or should we be brave enough to face the freezing winds to see more of the world about you? We gonna brave the winds, or are we going to seek shelter? Seek shelter, brave the freezing wind to see more of the world about you. Bueller. Cheers. Let's get those. Are we moist? I mean, I am. I'm a fat, moist man. Ever so moist. Oh, you guys and your moist words. Hey. John drinking a Brooklyn East IPA. That's what's up, man. Nick. Nick, man, you gotta watch your words, buddy. While I don't care, the admins care. Last seconds, get those votes in. All right, we're going to brave the winds and see what's going on in the world. Page 16. Let there be a dope drawing. Sorry, guys, no dope drawings. Page 16 says, you resolutely trudge along a rocky ridge. Again, resolutely, that's a big word for a child. It has been cleared of whirling snow by the fierce wind, which bites and blows against your body. Nick, what did I tell you about those words? The world seems transformed, and much for the worse. You must find a house or a cabin, people who can help you, or you will die. As you ponder your fate, you stumble and fall, plunging into a deep crevasse. I said crevasse, watch your mouth. You black out and later awaken, still shivering, but in a warm place at least. By the dim amber light, you can see that somehow you've fallen back into one of those chambers in the cave of time. A passageway that leads to the right, another to the left. Does one lead to the future or one lead to the past? Guys, where are we going? Left-hand passageway or the right-hand passageway? Does anybody remember which way the left and the right went? Chat's divided so far, left and right. I mean, what are we doing here? I think Claudia remembers. The weird Boston situation. Everything in Boston's weird. I don't care. I've been to Boston. Nah, I'm a Yankee fan. I can't. I have to rag on them. But been to Boston. It's a beautiful city. Actually, I stayed one like maybe a 24-hour period, and I really liked everything I saw. So I don't know. Back to being a Yankee fan. F Boston. Boston. Wicked Boston. Right there, Mr. Gintastic. Real wicked pisser. Let's see. Got about 15 seconds left on that vote. The room's divided 3-3 left and right. Don't make me choose. Do not make me choose. Oh, War Boss, what's up, buddy? How you doing, brother? Love you. Good to see you. Here we have it. We're going right, guys. I don't remember which way right was, but we're going right. Oh, I'm going to apologize to Stuff Y right now. You walk along the right-hand passage for a long distance, praying that you find a tunnel that will lead you to your own time. You choose one of the many tunnels you see and follow it. Instead of rising to the surface, you enter a brightly lighted chamber, in the center of which is a bearded old man seated in a chair. Bad impression incoming. Welcome, he says, as if he has been expecting you. Thank you, you reply. Can you help me find my way back to my own time? The old man smiles. First of all, he says, tell me why you want to return to your own time instead of another. Dean, get ready. It's 4 choices, brother. If you say, because I want to be back with my family and friends, is A. If you say, because I don't want to take the chance of being in a bad time, is B. If you say, I would like to try another time, but only if you can assure me that I will eventually get back to my own time, is C. Convoluted. If you say, who are you, is D. So if you want more bad old man impressions, choose the D. Nick Beard. Nick Beard, don't say that again because that's going to be your new nickname. War Boss, I don't know how long you've been here. We're going to drop a poll. It's at the top of the screen. Yeah, I figured you guys would choose the D. You strike me as that type. Just choosing the D. Constantly choosing the D. Can't take you guys nowhere and be proud of you. Yeah, you absolutely pack your car and have it, yad. That's absolutely what happens. Oh, I saw that wicked dinger. No more gossip here. Hit that wicked ding over the wall. Crazy. See where we're at. You got about 10 seconds left on this vote. Hey, Beardface, who are you? There we go. Do the rest of this book in a shitty Boston accent. Whoops, I dropped an S-bomb. Sorry, guys. Dean curses way more than I do. Well, we've all chosen the D. I hope you're proud. 45, page 45. Huh. You guys are going to be so pissed at yourselves. I am a philosopher, the old man says, who, when asked to choose a time, instead chose timelessness, so that, although nothing would ever happen in my life, I would have all the time in the world to think about it. Are you happy with your decision? No, because philosophy is nothing outside of time. Take the tunnel to your right, return to your own time, and let your life be your philosophy. The end. How anticlimactic. How absolutely anticlimactic was that? You guys chose the D, and that's what happened. Ah, boy, oh boy. Well, I did say I was going to run this for an hour, and it is narrowing in on the 10 o'clock hour. Dean, do me a huge favor and throw up a poll. And the poll is going to be 2 choices. I can give a final toast, pay some bills, and send you all off into the ether. Or we can go one more again. And while y'all decide, I'm going to refresh my drink. Totally forgot I had music, guys. Whole hour, no music. Totally forgot. I suck. Oh, you guys. I wish I had dinosaur-shaped chicken nuggets. That would be dope. My voice was the mic. Quick check there. Music too loud, music too low. Cheers, by the way, to those of you imbibing. I wish I could share this Finger Laking Good Gun Hill collab with you guys. It's absolutely beautiful. More old man accent? Okay, I'll do more old man accent. I don't mind one bit. Oh, wow, that's weird. My phone opened to Facebook. It is Finger Laking Good. And Claudia, remember, you can take the girl out to the Finger Lakes, but you can't take the finger out of the girl. All right, ladies and gents. Let's cut to Todd. If I could find Todd, I'd read about him more, but let's see. Oh, Jin, you were looking for a saber tooth? There you go, buddy. Where's your saber tooth? Let's try and get there, huh? War Boss, Phil, love you. Thanks for the subscribe. Appreciate it. All right, guys. This is right now. This is like. Oh no, was it Vest? I guess then it was Vestlord. Oh, sorry. Hang on one second, guys. Get to see how the sausages are made. You know, I'm gonna give quick shouts. Actually, you're right, Phil. War Boss makes a great point. Always support your friends. I talked about Nick and Claudia at the Jump doing the trivia on Tuesdays. War Boss is an amazing tabletop war game scenario scenery builder, and nobody heard that. And he's an amazing DM at D&D and other tabletop RPGs. One of my favorite. Lots of love to you, brother. All right. Can we start with Sabretooth and work backwards? What do you think? Should I start? There's a Hawaiian island. There's a guy looking at a skull through a magnifying glass, an angry dog. There's a lot of stuff we did not get to. This could easily be a 2-hour thing. There's a king. There's an egg in a bowl. I got that ending before. There's a ship full of... The Titanic. You can end up on the Titanic, guys. I mean... it's not my channel. I mean, it is Geek Age channel. I'm just putting content on, but I could run this a couple more times. It's up to you guys. Dean, you tell me. What do you think, Dean? Can we... Free... Well, you're... War Boss, you're a little more insulated than some of us are. So freezing to death isn't exactly something in your purview, I suppose. Okay, bet. Nick, you're on. If we drown in the Titanic, I'll shoot twice. Oh, we're gonna lose Dean. Dean, you just chill. You just chill. All right. So how about this? We'll run for another half hour. It's 10:05. We'll run till 10:35. Here we go. Wow, they're really strict on the words you can and cannot use. Oh yeah, this is fair, Dean. This is your lounge time. Get to chill out with this music. Again, nobody seemed to answer. Is this music too obtrusive? Is it too loud, too low? Let me know. We're going to start again. Here we go. You've hiked through Snake Canyon once before while visiting your Uncle Howard at Red Creek Ranch, but you've never noticed any cave entrance. It looks as though a recent rock slide has uncovered it. Though the late afternoon sun is striking the open cave, the interior looks totally dark. You step inside a few feet, trying to get an idea how big it is. That's what she said. As your eyes become used to the dark, you see what looks like a tunnel ahead, dimly lit by some kind of phosphorescent material on its walls. Children don't know phosphorescent. The tunnel walls are smooth, as if they were shaped by running water. After 20 feet or so, the tunnels curve. You wonder where it leads. You venture in a bit further, but you feel nervous being alone in such a strange place. You turn and hurry out, because you're a chicken. A thunderstorm may be coming, judging by how dark it looks outside. Suddenly you realize the sun has long since set and the landscape is lit only by the pale light of the moon. Have you ever danced with the devil in the pale moonlight? It's something I say to all of my victims. You must have fallen asleep and woken up hours later, but then you remember something even more strange. Just last evening, the moon was a slim crescent in the sky. Cheshire Cat smile. You wonder how long you've been in the cave. You are not hungry. Oh, that feels good. You don't feel you've been sleeping. You wonder whether to try to walk back home by moonlight or whether to wait for dawn rather than risk losing your footing on the steep and rocky trail. Guys, what are we doing? Are we going home or are we gonna wait? Going home or are we gonna wait? The Messenger, thank you for following, brother. Appreciate you. Okay, look, children may know how to use dictionaries, but I didn't use dictionaries when I was reading actual books. Of course, now that I get it on digital, I look up every single word because I'm a dummy. Get us to Todd. Oh my god. Donde. I like how you had to put go big or go home. Wait. Dean, I love you, brother. I really, really do, and I miss you. Oh my god. At this point, we've read it so many times, I don't even remember where we've been and what we've done. I feel like we keep going... I feel like we keep going home. So maybe if we wait, Todd or die. While we have about 30 seconds left, I was looking for information on Choose Your Own Adventure books, and I found this website that someone had done like data and infographics on how these books work, and they created flow charts and decision charts, and it was the craziest thing I've ever seen because someone actually spent the time to draw out these maps, and that level of insanity boggles my mind. You guys out there still drinking? Drinking with me? Cheers. Oh crap, I'm choked on that one. Speaking of dummy. Home Ranch Todd. Okay, Vestlord. I got a new beer. Vestlord, what are you drinking? Tell me, talk to me. I don't know what everyone's drinking if you're drinking. Some people don't have significant others to occupy their time. This is true. Oh. Captain Kirk. Listen, guys. I'm going to promote something else from Geekade. That's this great podcast that I work on with Captain Kirk here. It's called Wave Back. It's the Wave Back podcast. We sit around and we listen to some of the best music written for video games in the history of video games. If you're not familiar with it, you should really head on over to geekade.com and check out what we're doing. If you look above my head, a lot of social media stuff. I'm not the only game in town. Vestlord runs an ultra funny, highly competitive gaming racket where he plays a bunch of games and dies a bunch of times. And he curses a lot about it. But the guy made himself a wrestling belt. I think I want it. So I'm going to have to figure that out. Check him out. We've got Angie who draws. She's an amazing artist. We got a lot of stuff going on Twitch. Just go over to geekgate.com. Follow us. Don't miss anything we're doing. What are we doing? I forgot what we're doing. Holy crap. Someone tell me what we're doing. I forgot. I got way too deep into what we were doing. Flying Dog Raging Bitch Belgium IPA. Great. I love the IPA. I do remember when we cast you. We're going home, guys. Okay, sorry, fellas and ladies. Going home, page 4. Something about Todd. Todd is a woolly mammoth that we jumped on the back of, Chris. Chris is my co-host, by the way, for the wave back. Page 4. As you start walking back toward the ranch, you notice the trail seems very different than you remember it. Though, of course, moonlight can play tricks on your eyes, but you suddenly realize you are not walking on the trail at all, but on what seems to be a dried up riverbed. Here we are again. You hurry back to the cave entrance. You look around you. I hate that. You look around you and realize the whole landscape has changed. While you were in the cave, torrents of water have washed out the trail, yet there is not so much as a puddle left. You shiver. It is cold. Guys, we're cold again. What are we doing? It is cold, much colder than it should be at this time of year, excuse me. You take a jacket out of your backpack and put it on, but you are still there. Again, why don't you take all the papers that you're not using and make it a second lining? That's a camping trick. If you're out camping and you're really cold and you have to spend time out in the woods, you take a layer of leaves and you shove it up under whatever you're wearing to create another layer. You're all welcome. At least the world about you seems brighter. It's getting light in the east. The sun will soon be up. You look at your watch. It has run down. Though you wound it a few hours ago, nothing seems to make sense anymore. You know you should get back to the ranch as quickly as possible, yet somehow you feel the only way to change things back to the way they were was to re-enter the cave. Guys, what are we doing? When we go into the ranch, we're going back in the cave. I was here at the beginning, but I couldn't chat because Karen and I were using my phone to stream this on the TV. Brother, don't worry about it. We'll fill you in. There was a line of War Boss Phil, love you for adding on to that. He's absolutely right. Chris, there was a line where we ended up in, what do you call it? The Ice Age. And we ended up jumping on top of a woolly mammoth, and the group affectionately named him Todd. There you have it. Everybody wants Todd. Todd. Hidden Valley Todd. Yep, they absolutely named. They will name the woolly mammoth. I can't with you guys sometimes. Getting back to Todd, yeah, we're on the path to Todd. Rancho. We can never go back to. Oh my God, guys! Couple seconds left on the voting. Seems like everybody wants to go to El Rancho. I guess I'll just prep that page 8. Oh, that's the big old gatefold panorama. No big deal. No big deal indeed, guys. There's that beautiful panorama. As it gets lighter, you realize you can't be on the right track. The canyon seems shallower than it was. The riverbed is strewn with boulders that were never there before. The cold wind chills you to the bone, yet it's the middle of summer. As you climb to the higher grounds to get a better view, you notice patches of snow. From the top of the ridge, you survey a barren plain, frozen lakes, and, in the distance, a massive range of snow-covered mountains. You begin to realize you are not merely lost, you are lost in time. Excuse me. And you have somehow been transported to an ice age that occurred many thousands of years ago. Education, remember that. You walk toward one of the cliffs that borders the canyon, seeking shelter from the wind, and you notice an entrance to another cave. You're tempted to go inside, but you feel you should keep moving in hopes of somehow reaching familiar country. What are we doing, guys? We going in the cave, or are we going to continue on? I believe if we continue on, we're going to encounter Todd. Yes, exactly, East Todd. Anyone who's playing Animal Crossing for the Switch should visit the most scenic place I've ever not been to, East Todd. I'm going to tell you why. Because why would you want to go to West Todd? Guys, what are we doing? Entering the cave? Dean, where you at? There you go. War Boss, if there was a cave bear, he'd eat you up. Yum. If I were a cave boss. Cave boss? Cave boss. If I were a cake boss, I'd be in Hoboken, New Jersey. Nah, you got it, Dean. You're good. I'm just in my cups. GG indeed. Where's the fisherman boy? The fisherman boy's way in the future, comparatively speaking. I guess it's all relative. The fisherman boy's with the pedophile tuberculosis patient. Cave bosses aren't that cool? All right. Who fishes in the future? I mean, it wasn't technically... It's not our future, it's our past, but kids... All right, anyway. Where's the history professor? He's the kid toucher with tuberculosis. This has gotten way out of hand, guys. Seriously, it's gotten way out of hand. All right, leaving. We're leaving. All right, page 18. We're leaving. I'm blowing this popsicle stand. And here he is, guys. You asked for him. There he is. There he is. Todd is not from Boston. You continue on, following a trail leading up a steep incline. You hear loud trumpeting sounds from a nearby ravine, the sounds of a large animal. It can only be Satchmo. You climb over the rocks and find yourself looking down on one of the largest land mammals that ever lived, the woolly mammoth. Huge as this creature is, its size is exaggerated even more by its thick coat of wool. Again, education. You are cold, desperate, and tired. From your rock ledge, only a few feet above the mammoth, you could drop down on its back, burrow into its warm wool, and ride it where it takes you! Exclamation point. So what are we doing here? Braba do indeed. What are we doing here? Are we jumping down onto the woolly mammoth, or are we continuing on foot? I almost feel like this doesn't even need to be a poll for this one. Yes, Ice King. Just do this. All day. All day. Matt. Bro. Bro. Bro? Oh, you like my Satchmo reference? Yeah. Oh my god, this has gotten way out of hand. The weird part is I'm the one drinking. And I'm not out of hand. I've got two of them. And about 30 seconds left to figure out what the hell we're doing. I didn't need a poll. It's just kind of customary. You know what? I'm not even going to let this timer run out. Page 29. I'm just going to straight jump on this mother lover. Yep. Let's give you that bit of art. Yeah, your tiny little child body on that giant egg-headed mammoth. All right. I wish there was an easy way to get to the Hawaiian Islands. All right. As you land, the mammoth shudders. Again, there's that shuddering. Like a horse shaking off flies. It begins lumbering along up the valley, apparently unaware that you are still clinging to its woolly back, keeping warm and enjoying the ride. The mammoth reaches high ground, nibbles at some bark, and then walks on. Perhaps it will carry you near some cavemen who will give you food and shelter. Suddenly, the mammoth stops and turns its head, listening for something. You look up and see human figures approaching from two sides. They're carrying spears and clubs. The mammoth begins to run. You hold on tight. The hunters follow, screaming and yelling. You can't see where the mammoth is heading, but you're afraid the hunters may drive it off a cliff. Yet, if you jump off while it's running, you could be badly hurt. What do we do, guys? We jumping off or we hanging on? Now, I'm going to point out that we jumped off last time, and that led to an ending. Might I suggest riding Todd and seeing where it goes? War Boss. This is something we might have to talk about later. Dean, I really appreciate you, buddy. I appreciate you and your humor, and you just freaking get it. Nick sending me a text message on the slot. Nick, I love you, brother. Just so everyone knows. Can we see this? Maybe. Maybe not. Whoa, there's like two of me. Look at that. That's crazy. Well, I just got sent a message. A meme of Todd. He's glorious, guys. We're going to hang on. We're going to see where this mother trucker takes us. I'm hanging on. Page 53. If I could count, that'd be great. If I could read, it'd be even better. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, you hold on tightly to the tufts of wool, hoping the mammoth will slow down enough so you can safely slide off. But suddenly it pitches forward, making a terrible bellowing. In an instant, you realize you're falling through space. You cry out helplessly as you lose your grip, falling faster and faster. Thousands of years later, when Dr. Carlton Frisbee, the famous paleontologist, finds your bones next to those of a woolly mammoth in the Red Creek excavation, he is amazed at how you closely resemble a 20th century human. And just so everyone knows, there we are. I don't know if I'm proud of us or disappointed in us. But either way, we did it. Oh, and how we did it in glorious fashion, huh? Well, wait, hang on a second. We're talking about t-shirts here? Because I like Geek Aid's t-shirts. I own one of Geek Aid's t-shirts. Reading Rainbow 6. Now tell me that's not a great shirt. You know, Captain Kirk, I kind of had a feeling that that's how you'd want to go. Death by Todd. I figured building East Todd would probably break you somehow. I mean, well, okay, how about this? If we put Todd on a t-shirt, it should totally be the picture Nick sent me. But on the back, it should say, oh, now I gotta find it. It should say something like, it should be the choices we have to make. Oh, man. Of course not. Jump off the woolly mammoth? No, that's not right. Okay, wait, 29. Page 29. Wait, I got it. Jump down to the ground or hang on. That's what it should say on the back. Jump down to the ground or hang on. Home Ranch Todd. Todd.com. That's it. Choose wisely. That's the one. That's the one right there. Someone cut it and print it. Todd 2020. Yeah, it's better than what we got now. It's the first time we died, all because of our obsession with Todd. Educational indeed. You're right. Yeah, learn from your mistakes. But will we ever? No, probably not. Probably not. If I gave you guys the choice, you would lead me to my death again because you need to see this little red solo cup filled up again. Because you guys are just not my friends. 10:25. What are we doing, guys? You want to run again? You want to call it a night? That's what happens when you put a woolly mammoth in space. I mean, make them plus size for males. You know, it's only a reference you guys will get here. I hope we can continue to have these ridiculous, interactions with these old classics. Keep calling till I tap out, bro. I got beers and I got a keyboard. Dean, throw up a poll. One more again, call it a night. One more again or pay the bills. Yes, classics. Classics is, in fact, what I would use. Matt, don't tap. Brother. It's not like I got anywhere to go tomorrow. No, Claudia, next week. Book 2, dude. Book 2 is, hang on. I'll tell you what book 2 is. It's the wrong book. That's the right book. Book 2 next week. Something to look forward to. Journey Under the Sea. We could potentially drown or die at the bend. This is gonna be awesome. Yeah, man. Oh, look at that, by the way. Geekade. Got my name on it because it's official. And yes, a Heinz tomato ketchup. And there's the nutritional facts. Like I told you, carry around notebooks, never write in them. Polls up. One more for your boy. No more for your guy. Come on, guys. I got 1 and 1. Don't make me choose. I'm gonna choose bed. Oh, dead heat. War Boss, you own 80 notebooks because you write like Kevin Spacey in Seven. Oh, Matt, you think that's sexy? Real quick. Art in a Canna. That's sexy. Oh, now I can't get back on the shelf. Oh, man. You can all see my bald spot. Something I can never see. Oh. So, what's in the box? What box? I can't wait to drown so many different ways. Yeah. Let's make an oath. If we encounter a mammoth in any other book, we all shotgun beers. Listen. I'm all for that. Except, I can't see you guys shotgunning beers. Everybody in this room is my friend. Y'all have my phone number. I need photographic proof that you're shotgunning beers if we ever encounter a mammoth again. And by the way, somewhere down the line... Bro, too hot for Twitch. I mean, listen. I'm too hot for Twitch. If... somewhere down the line, is we return to the Cave of Time. There's another book, Return to the Cave of Time. I'm not even joking you. So we very easily could run into Todd again. All right. Seven was basically a Choose Your Own Adventure movie. I guess. I don't know. I'm all for the pact. All right, War Boss is in. War Boss is in for Shotgun and Beers. I know Nick is in for Shotgun and Beers. Claudia's a G. She's in for Shotgun and Beers. I know Ice King. Listen, I don't even need you to say yes. I know you're in for Shotgun and Beers. Even if you got a marathon to run. Vest Lord, you're a G. We know you're in. So it ended in a dead heat. I need someone to choose for me because I can't make choices in my own life. What are we doing? One more around the sun? Calling it a night. Getting text messages here. One more? One more? I think I voted wrong. All right. One more time. I got here late. Okay. Getting warm here. One more. Ezra, appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you checking in. Real silent in the background. I hope you've been voting. All right, guys. This is it. I'm going to make this official. It's the last read-through. Co-pilot Vestlord and reigning, defending, undisputed, always fighting Geekade champion. One day I'll take that belt. You heard it here first, folks. Cave of Time. Not reading the warning. Gonna blow through page 2 and 3. Stay left, hang, jump. Listen, that's the same. We keep doing that. If we hang left, stay, jump. Haha, try as you may. If we do all that, we're gonna end up with the cave people, and that's an ending. I'm gonna start choosing now. You've hiked through Snake Canyon once before while visiting your Uncle Howard at Red Creek Ranch, but you've never noticed any cave entrance. It looks as though a recent rock slide has uncovered it. Though the late afternoon sun is striking the opening of the cave, the interior remains totally dark. You step inside a few feet, trying to get an idea how big it is. That's what she said. As your eyes become used to the dark, you see what looks like a tunnel ahead, dimly lit by some kind of phosphorescent material on the walls. Kids don't know what phosphorescent means. The tunnel's walls are smooth, as if they were shaped by running water. After 20 feet or so, the tunnel curves. You wonder where it leads. You venture in a bit further, but you feel nervous being alone in such a strange place. You turn and hurry out. Wimp, as a thunderstorm may be coming, judging by how dark it looks outside. Suddenly you realize the sun has long since set, and the landscape is lit only by the pale light of the full moon. You must have fallen asleep and woken up hours later, but then you remember something even more strange. Just last evening the moon was a slim crescent in the sky. You wonder how long you've been in the cave. You are not hungry. You do not feel like you have been sleeping. You wonder whether to try walk back home by moonlight or whether to wait for dawn rather than risk losing your footing and on the steep and rocky trail. Are we gonna decide to go home or decide to wait? Decide to go home or decide to wait? It's kind of a 50-50 here. We've kind of done both. Let's see where it takes us. Sorry, just looking at old notes I've written to myself. There's nothing encouraging. They're all just choices of music for the Waveback Awards and podcast. If you guys aren't listening, you really should. Some of the best music. The most recent episode about to air soon is our Waveback Awards. We listen to, listen to all the music that has come out for every single video game in 2019, and we've pared it down and we've chosen the best of the best for your listening pleasure. That's the Waveback Podcast at geekade.com. Again, above us, follow us on all the social stuff. I can't guarantee you're going to have a great time, but I can guarantee it's going to be a good time. Just swapping some music there. Sorry. Getting some news from on high. Why can't I type? Alright, what are we doing? We're going to wait. We're going to wait it out, guys. Alright, we decided to wait. Turn to page 5. Again, picture of the cave that we're waiting in. It's kind of small. You wait until morning, but as the rosy wisp of dawn begin to light the eastern sky, a chill and foreboding wind begins to blow. Do we seek shelter or brave the freezing wind to see more of the world? Now, I'm going to tell you, we've already braved the freezing wind to see more of the world. I'm going to suggest that we seek shelter. Dean, throw it up there. Are we going to wait and seek shelter, or are we going to brave the freezing wind to see more of the world? Music's really low. Give it a couple kick in the butt. I mean, it is supposed to be sorry guys. I want to keep it low as background just for the dead silence. Cheers. Oh, you know what? That's a good point now that I think about it. For those of you who may or may not know, I originally started on Geekade doing a show called Ring the Bell. Me and Nick were on that show. And it was fun. And now here I am making you choose my own adventure, because that's how the world works. All right, what are we doing? What are we doing? We got about, I don't know, 15 seconds left. We're going to stay away from Todd, or we're going to chill with Todd, which is emphatic no. All right, let's see. We're going to seek shelter. I'm just going to jump ahead here. Oh, we got a whole new path, guys. You step into a niche in the rocks to escape the merciless blast of wind and lean against the rock wall. Suddenly, it crumbles under your weight, causing you to fall backward down a muddy slope and into a pond. The sun shines brightly down on you as you pick yourself up, dripping wet, and wade to the grassy shore. You look back at the rocks rising out of the pond, but you see where you fell through. But you can't see where you fell through. While you're collecting your senses, a horse comes prancing up, its rider dressed in tin armor, a knight out of the history books, enough to make you laugh. The horseman lifts off his helmet and laughs himself. "What a place for a bath," he calls out. "Well, was it worth it? You're cleaner than a pig." He almost falls off his horse, he is laughing so hard. "But climb on and I'll take you back to the castle," he says. "We'll see if we can't make a human out of you yet." And that's your laughing, prancing, whatever. Do we accept the ride back to the castle, or do we decline and try and find our way back to the Cave of Time? They are, and he might be one of the knights to say knee. I don't know. Dripping wet happens to me a lot. You probably shower a lot. That's what I'm guessing. Excuse me. I'm gonna mute this for a moment. And I'm back. Sure, we'll go with that. Showering. Yeah, dude, listen, you need a cough button. Alright, guys, what are we doing? Chill with your boy or flee with the metal man? Are we going to take the ride from the knight laughing at you, or are we gonna try and find our way back to the cave? Claudia, the choices are we going to take the ride, or are we going to decline and find our way back to the cave? I've actually been down this path in one of my read-throughs, and I've done both. I don't know which is... I can't quite remember which one is which. I think I remember taking the ride back. Yeah. Couple seconds left if you haven't. Oh. We're going to chill with the boys, so we're going to take the ride back with the knight, page 22. Well, here we go. The laughing knight helps you up on his horse, and you sit uncomfortably as he canters over the countryside. After traveling a mile or so, you come to a great stone castle. The horse trots across the drawbridge and into the stable. "Jump!" the knight calls to you, and you slide off the rear of the horse. The knight escorts you into the grand chamber of the castle. All about you are stewards, attendants, and knights. A few minutes later, you find yourself bowing before the king himself. After hearing your story, the king looks gravely at his advisors and knights and stewards. "Does anyone believe this tale?" he asks. Everyone cries back, "No, your majesty," or "Certainly not, your majesty." "Then tell us the truth," the king roars at you. If you insist you are telling the truth, choice A. If you try to make some plausible story up, B. And maybe this will help you decide. This is the king talking to you. Doesn't he look like the King of Hearts? I play a lot of solitaire. Stab the king in the face. Can't do it, bro. Not a choice. Medieval times on a Hawaiian island. That's funny. That'd be worth going to. Historically completely inaccurate. Dean, run that poll again. There was an invalid parameter. You know, you tape things up, you think they're gonna stick. Years of production all out the effing window. See how the sausage is made. Oh, there we go. Choice is up, guys. Got about 40 seconds. Dupe them. I like it. I like it a lot. Lying in its face. Cares if he's a king or not. Looking like we're going to lie to him. I'm just going to jump ahead there. Oh, War Boss, I have plenty of chest hair. I have probably more chest hair than I have head hair. We're gonna dupe them, guys. Alright, let's see. I'm sorry to have intruded upon your royal domain, your majesty, you say humbly, trying to think up a good story as fast as you can. It is true, sire. I have been badly mistreated by my wicked stepfather, whom I live with, and placed myself under your wise and just protection. Who is this wicked stepfather, and where does he live? The king asks. If he is wicked enough, we may want him to be one of our knights, he adds, laughing, as do all the courtiers. He lives beyond the hill, you say, pointing toward a high wooded ridge, and his name is Smith. The king laughs once again. Then, excuse me. The king laughs once again. Then your stepfather must be a fish, he says, for beyond yonder hill is Loch Ness. Turn to page 11. All right, well, this is about to happen. Off to the tower, the king shouts. Two knights leap forward, dragging you out of the chamber, and, with spears at your back, force you to climb 48 stone steps to the tower prison, a tiny cylindrical room with one small window looking out over the moat and pasture land beyond. The only furniture is a bed of straw. You realize you are back in the early days of feudal Europe, where the only laws are the king's whims. You have no idea how long he intends to keep you in the tower. There is one possibility of escape. The water in the moat, about 25 feet almost directly below your window, is quite deep. If you jump out far enough, you should land in the deep water and not be hurt. What do you say, guys? Are we going to jump into the water, or are we going to just hang out in the tower? Jump into the water or land, or just hang out in the tower. I got nothing. Listen. I know a kid who's a fisherman. I do too. Apparently there's something happening in Boston with tuberculosis. I don't know. Fight Nessie. Or an execution. Yeah, there's nothing really brings the town together like an execution, right? We have land. Cock the wagon, indeed. Again, wrong book, but I'll allow it. Jump, jump, jump. Oh, die in the tower. Alright, guys. What are we doing? Got about 45 seconds left. Let's see some of y'all still hanging on. I appreciate you guys. You know, because it's a Sunday before work night. Do we land on Todd? Van Halen it. For the record, I hate Van Halen. I'm sorry. I hate Van Halen. Diamond Dave and Sammy Hagar. Couldn't care less. Cry isn't an option. I'm sorry, War Boss. But if it makes you feel better, I'm crying inside. Stevie Nicks rise out of the water. All right, guys, we're jumping in the water. It's into page 12. Excuse me. You jump far out and fall faster and faster. You enter the water feet first and hit bottom, but the soft mud receives you gently. Oh. In a few seconds, you reach the surface. You swim to the outer banks of the moat, shaken but unharmed. You scramble up on the bank and run for the cover of the forest. You walk along the edge of the forest until well out of sight of the castle, then head across open countryside. You stop a peasant to ask him where you might stay for the night. Walk up the hill and you'll see before you the waters of Loch Ness, he says. You'll find a place there. I can't keep the accent straight. You follow his directions and, seeing some little houses near the lake, proceed toward them. Darkness is setting in, and you are glad when you meet a fisherman who says he will give you shelter for the night. He and his wife are kindly people. They invite you to stay and earn your keep by helping them fish. Are we going to accept or travel on? I could tell you, I've accepted, so I know where that path goes. Never traveled on. Just saying. I know you guys want to go to Hawaii. I'm sorry. Travel on, travel on. I don't know if we're going to Hawaii. I can tell you that the path I've chosen originally never took me to Hawaii. Which is to say, I am not repeating that, Nick. I'm not repeating that. I can't say that. It's a family show. Oh my god. Dean, I gotta tell you, you're crushing it with these polls, dude. Straight crushing it. Ice King, brother, thank you for stopping in. Appreciate you. Take care of you and that beautiful family. Got about 20 seconds left. Ice King, take it easy. Let's see what we got here. All right, I'm gonna carry on. Decided to travel on, page 78. You'd rather spend the rest of your life searching for an entrance to the cave of time than settle for a placid life of a fishing village. There's that fishing again. So you bid your new friends farewell and set out over the countryside, headed south for London. Your goal is to find a ship to take you to America, though you know America hasn't been discovered yet. For somehow, you must find your way back to Red Creek Canyon and the Cave of Time. A few hours later, as you're walking on a road along the edge of the forest, some burly men ride out from behind a clump of trees. "We've got you," one shouts. "You're the one who escaped from the tower, aren't you?" They force you upon a horse and ride at top speed toward the castle. "The penalty for escaping from the tower is hanging," one of them tells you. You might find out if he is right. God damn it, guys. How is it that the one way I have not chosen is the one way that leads to some kind of death? In a book for young children where I figured there wouldn't be many deaths, we've managed to find 2 of them. I would say y'all are going to be the death of me, but I already know that. And with that, I call this an evening. So, I want to thank you guys that hung on till the end for sticking it out with me and going through a classic air quotes, classic Choose Your Own Adventure. Number 1 in the rounds of 184, Cave of Time, Edward Packard. I look forward to doing this every weekend, every Sunday with you guys. I hope that you join me and everyone here in doing, this again and again and again. I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys had a lot of fun. Pay some bills. Above me, scrolling ticker, join us at geekade.com. A lot of great stuff. We talk about video games, talk about music, podcasts, videos. Dean will review equipment. We got a lot of stuff going on. I guarantee you there's something there for you. We do wrestling. There's something there for you. I don't know what else to say except thank you for an amazing first episode. It can only get better from here, and that's through you guys. The more you guys interact with the stories, the better it gets. The more we interact with each other, the funnier it gets. Let's keep it going. Next week we're gonna do, what did I say? Journey by Sea. Look at the book again. It's the wrong book. We're gonna do number 2 in the series. We're just gonna keep going. I'm gonna break all my stuff. This is fantastic. Number 2 in the series is going to be Journey Under the Sea. I just broke something. I hope you guys are able to check in. Sundays, 9 p.m. I will post on Facebook. If you click it so that you can get some alerts from the Geekade, you'll always know what's going on. Check out the Vest Lord as he takes on all kinds of video games. Angie, as she draws all kinds of amazing things. Geekade.com. I love you guys. Keep reading. I'll see you next time.